In this video, we're going to show you how to do a pixel mapping inside of Vertex. For that, the first step you have to do is set up a output universe. So we'll go up to Windows and dive into the DMX routing editor, and we can then create a output universe, and we'll do ArtNet for the time being. Could give it a label, call it my pixel map out, and have it on universe 0. So that's pretty much the universe we're going to be sending all of the ArtNet information to. In the next step, we have to create a device which we use for pixel mapping. So you'll have different assemblies of how your LED devices may look like. And we have an inline editor, which you can build these quite easily. Or of course, for more complex things, you can build these on your own in a text-based format. But pretty much for most things, the easiest way is just to go to devices, say create a new DMX map library. And first off, I'm going to give it the author, which would be iUniversal in this case, and I'm going to call it a 10 by 10. So I want to build a product which is 10 by 10 elements. I'm going to give it a width of 10. It could be meters in this case. I'll give it a height of 10 meters, for example. And I want to have 10 rows and 10 columns. And I could now choose if I want to have CMY fixtures, RGBW. I'm just going to go for basic RGBs. And here, of course, you could also set an offset. So maybe if your LED strips don't have a different address as 0 to begin with, you could set that here. But basically what I'm getting now is a pixel mapping fixture, which has 10 by 10 LED tiles, each in RGB. I'll press OK. As next thing, we're going to go into our device library, which you can find all of the devices we have. And I've already have the device here, the 10 by 10. I'll do a right click and I'll say add to project. So now under devices, I have a 10 by 10 fixture. If I click on it, you can see this has all the individual LED dimmers. So these are going to be all individual RGB values. And of course, we don't want to set them manually. We want to do that a lot differently. And there's quite an easy way to do that inside of Vertex. First off, you switch from the canvas view here to the DMX mapping view. And you can see it will select a surface for you. In my project, I have one surface called the pixel output. This is one I've selected here. And now I can simply go ahead and drag and drop the device I've created into my pixel map. Then I'll zoom out a little bit. You can see now I already have this very, very simple setup, which has all of my LED tiles visualized here. I can move this around on my surface. You can see this thing is quite huge. So I can also change the global scale of it. I'll press Control to get a finer, there we go, something like that. Maybe bring it down like this. So I can rescale it. I can reposition it any way I like on my output, and it's visually grabbing the textures behind it, and it's going to be mapping all of this out to my DMX map, and then could be sent out over ArtNet or streaming ACN. And as you can see, you can add as many devices as you like. In the settings, you could change all the things like the start address or which universe you want to map it to. So all of these settings can be done per device. And you can go ahead and add as many devices as you need to complete your pixel mapping visually directly inside of Vertex.